welcome back to school, but not quite. Today we're going to be looking at the opposites of division and the magical worlds of multiplication. Multiplication is when you take a number and its value and double it by a certain amount. So in multiplication, we're taking a value of a number and then doubling it. Now let's go for an example. So we have the value of 8, and then we multiply it by 2. So 8 multiplied by 2 means you're taking the value of 8 and you're making so that there's 2 groups of it, a duplicate of 1. So this number means the number let me show you. This here is our 8. Now this number says how many of these 8s that we need. So in this case, it says we need 2 8s, so we draw one more. And now we have 8s and 8s, and if you put these 2 8s and if you put these 2 8s together, you will get 16. Now, if it's a times 2, that means that you're just taking your 8 or whatever your number is here, and you're just doubling it. So now that you may have a basic understanding of that, let's try another question. Let's do 7 times 4. So when multiplying, it's either 7 groups of 7 multiplied by, or 7 times. Any of those work and they count as multiplication. So let's do 7 times 4 here. Let's draw a 7, or 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Now I'm going to show you a way to do multiplication. And it's a bit tricky to understand, but once you understand it, multiplication becomes a lot easier for high numbers. So we have our 7, and we need it to be 4. So let's break up the 4 into 2 parts. So we got a 2 and a 2. So now let's get 2 7s. And now we have 14. So that means if 4 is made up of 2 2s, then that means 2 7s is 14. Then if we get another 2 7s, which is also 14, then if you put that number together, it would be our answer, and it would work for 7 multiplied by 4. So let's see. If this is 14, then we need 14 plus 14, which is 28. So therefore, our answer for 7 times 4 is 28. Now, if you didn't understand that, we're just going to do it once more, and then we're going to get into a bit trickier stuff. So let's say here we have 9 multiplied by 4. So we're going to take our 9 first, and we're just going to draw all of our 9s. So now we have 1 9, and then 4, it can broken up into 2 parts, has a 2 and a 2. So now we need to have 2 9s. And then we add those 2 9s together, which would be 18. And then 18 plus 18 equals 36. So that means that our answer is 36. say our question is more trickier than that, and it's a 6 times 5. Now, again, we're going to make our 6. And then we're going to break up 5, but 5 is an odd number, so it cannot be broken up into 2. It has to be broken up to at least 3, so we can break it up into 2, 1, and 2. Now, what you want to do if you have an odd number, bring it down 1, so minus the 5 by 1, and then now that's 4, so then you want to break that up, and that's what you got your 2 2's from, and then you're left with 1, which will come into play later. So what you're going to want to do again is have your 2 6's, and then you want 2 2's, so you have your 6 and your 6, which is 12, and a 12 and a 12 is 24, so 12 plus 12, 24, and now we have 1 6 remaining in order to make sure that we have 5 6's. So that means that we want to add, for 24, we need to add 1 more 6, which would give us the grand total of 32. So our answer for this question, why it's 32. You can rewatch that over if you want, but that's some basic multiplication there that is pretty easy. Now I'm going to show you a trick with that you can do with 9's to make them a lot easier. So let's say that we're going to multiply a 9 here. 9 times 6. Normally, this would take a while because you have to split up all of your 9's and then you have to make them equal to 6. So let's just do that first and let's see how long that'll take us. Okay, start working here. 8, 9, and we can split it up to 3. So let's find out. So now we have 3 9's. 2 9's are 18, and then plus another 9 will be, let's see, that will be 27. Now we need 27 plus 27, which would be 54. And now we got our answer, 54. We could have done that in 2 seconds instead of 58 seconds. So the first thing you're going to want to do is take your hand, both of them, and put them into fists. And then you want to take, right here, this, you want to count to 6. So go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So now hold up whichever finger that is, and then everything here is your first digit, and everything here is your second digit. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 1, 2, 3, 4. So we have 5 on this side and 4 on this side, and this goes all the way up to 9 times 9, or 9 times 10. And that's just a very easy way to do your 9 times tables. If you ever see a dot, like for example 5, that, and then 4, the dot will usually mean multiplication, because sometimes x's are used in equations as value holders. You just never know the value to them. So if you ever see a dot, that probably means that it's just multiplication. Now, your assignment for this class will be So now we have your assignments. Question 1 is 9 times 2 equals. Question 2 is 4 times 4 equals. Question 3 is 9 times 4 equals. Question 4 is 6 times 5 equals. And then question 5 is 9 times 8 equals. And for your bonus question, you get 11 times 5. So I hope you enjoyed this class. Remember to hit the subscribe button and hit the like button if you liked it. I'm not forcing anything upon you, unlike school. And hit that bell if you want to get notified when new classes come up. So anyways, for now, class